adventures, exploring mines and caves, and dark holes they spend their days. Well, people, we hope you enjoy the places we take you and show you inside. Like and subscribe and notify laters. People, enjoy the ride.
Afternoon viewers, we're doing something a little bit different today. We've decided to come to Morwellham Quay and go on the Great Mine train ride. As you can see, it's full of some lovely old buildings for those of you who haven't been here before, in some lovely woodlands. The mine is up there. It's about a 10-minute walk to the train ride from here. You can see it's absolutely stunning. Big old water wheel there, look. So yeah, this should be quite interesting. Because I do know, the last time I came here I was about 8 or 9 years old, same with Maffers. And there's our other guest, the bearded wonder. So we'll get back to you in a minute, people. Right, viewers, we're on our way down to the train platform, if you like. We've just watched a pretty interesting little video on Morwellham and all the mining and all the copper. We found out that below where we're going in on the train, there was another 4 levels which would take you down under the river, and another 3 up above. But anyway, we're going to go down here and wait for George. He's going to take us in the train, and we'll see if we can film any as we're going around. See you soon. Well, viewers, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're on the train. Maffers is going to try and light it up as we go through. We have been told we're allowed to. So, hope you enjoy this little trip with us. This is obviously just going along the riverbank. So, we'll come back to you in a minute. That's basically the train there. It's a whiz. And I'll get back to you in a minute when we're about to go inside.
And Charlotte, in honour of the marriage
right,
of
folks,
George
we're
and Charlotte Mecklenburg
just about to enter now.
We will be entering the mine through the entrance in the hillside to the left of the train, on one of the 8 levels that formed the mine.
Bit of an hole down there, people.
Metals such as copper are normally
found
in vertical or almost
right, now we're going in, so we're going to pass it back to Shazzy quick.
These stripes are called the lode, and in order to access the lode, it was necessary to create several horizontal tunnels at different heights, which in turn are connected by vertical shafts. We are entering at level 4, meaning there are 3 levels above us in the hillside and a further 4 beneath us. Some of the lower levels extend not just into the hillside, but also out beneath the tapearm towards the Cornish bank. Not all the levels have direct access to the outside world, so each one is connected by vertical shafts through which the ore was brought to the surface, and miners access the different levels by means of zigzagging ladders. This in itself was dangerous and exhausting, particularly at the end of a long and physically demanding shift. The wooden rungs of the ladders were often wet and slippery, and for miners working in the bottom level of the George and Charlotte, it meant a vertical climb of 325 feet, or almost 100 meters to the surface.
So listen up, folks. It's here to mine captain. Bob's asked if we can take you all through the mine today. That's fine, but don't go holding anyone up. Because time is money after all. Right, the answers? Sit back, folks, and we'll get it going. Enjoy the ride. have changed over the years. When they first began mining for copper underground a few hundred years back, in the early 17th century, they would light fires against the face of the rock and stoke them until the rock was red hot. They then throw water against the rock to cool it quick so it would crack and shatter. To give you an idea of the speed of miner digging away for a month with basic hands you're sitting in now 3 feet. Incredibly slow, hard, physical work. But about 100 years ago in the 1760s, a big change happened when they started using gunpowder for blasting the rock. The way that worked was first they'd have to drill a hole into the rock. Back then, that meant drilling by hand. They worked in teams with holding a metal bar with a sharpened end called a borer up against the rock and twisting it round and round with his hands, while his partner behind him would be banging on the end out of a piece of straw or even a length of reed from the river with a little bit of gunpowder down the middle to help it burn. They'd light the end of the fuse and then run like hell. Very important that bit, as you've no way of telling just how quick the fuse would burn down. There was plenty of miners injured and killed by explosions back then. But they carried on working like that because blasting things is a lot quicker and a lot easier. And speed is important because in many mines, if copper ore that group took out of the mine would affect how much they got paid. So the quicker they worked, the more money they could make. Hand drilling and using gunpowder was around 5 times faster than any previous method. But it still wasn't what you'd exactly call fast. The next big change that came along was only a few years back. That's when the mine got its first rock drill. It's powered by an engine up on the surface compressing the air, which comes down the shaft. Thing is, with copper prices so low these days, we are mainly extracting ore for arsenic. Made me more money for me with my share up Gordon, though mainly for them that own the mines. Hey, Bob, hold the train there. Let's pause here for a moment, because I want to talk to you about knockers. Yes, you heard me right, but likely not what you're thinking. Been lucky, I guess. Like, not to mention the dangers of explosions and rockfalls, many don't live to see 35. Visitors sometimes say to me, Bob, what happens when you need to answer a call of nature? Well, since it's only men and boys in here, we just do what we have to do. A seat and a bucket a day, fetching, carrying water, tools, even explosives for us miners working the loads. Many of them are sons and daughters. Some are young and they're so exhausted at the end of a 12-hour shift, they barely have the strength to make the last climb to go home. And there have been some who have slipped and fell to their death trying. Us older chaps do try and look after the young'uns though. Mind you, the prospects aren't that great for the girls and women folk working above ground either. It's relentless physical work there too, as my missus and daughter will tell you. Some folks do think that mining for copper and tin, as most mines do around these parts, is the same as mining for coal. But that ain't so. For a start, coal is a much softer material. It's all carbon, and the seams of coal are much thicker and wider too. So it's easier to dig out using picks and shovels, while here we have to blast the rock away to get to the veins of ore. Start using explosives down a coal mine would be asking for trouble too. Because where there's coal, there's usually gas. That's one rip of course. the machinery in a federal
What those
tech
little
law.
dead end
But
tunnels
I bet
are,
you've not seen
where
one
they used
working
to have their
underground
shitters.
before.
Yeah, yeah.
Here at the Georgian
Oh, here we
Charter,
go. That's
we've got a
ours.
power supply that's totally free. Water. We don't need none of them complicated newfangled steam engines here. All temperamental burning loads of coal and often is not blood from trading the 3 levels up above us, as well as an overflow from the Tavistock Canal. And when all that water's done its job, turning the wheel, it just flows out into the Thames. The wheels stop for a grease-up just now, but we haven't got more than a few minutes to get it running, else the miners will be waist deep in bottom level. Hurry up, Jack! I'm going as fast as I can. Bob, quick, give us a hand. The wheel's stuck. Hurry, the low level's flooded. It's full foot now. We'll be drowning soon. Where's those numbers when you want them?
Here we are, 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 here we are.
That's the one, isn't it?
Where's that on to then? That shaft?
This is a pretty awesome place, people. I must admit. Wow, people, that was awesome. Hey! What's that thing there?
Alright then, so here we are at the new quay, and time to turn the train about face. Newquay is a port like Morwellham, but very much smaller. Never more than 50 folk live here, whereas we got over 400 at Morwellham. And they're always moaning, like, oh, why can't we get paid like Morwellham folk? We won't hang about for too long, or they'll be up here asking for pennies and change.
What's he up to there?
That chimney
Up to mischief,
on
that.
top of the hill is a port. You know, the one I mentioned back in the village. The one I got a share in.
The quay that was considered to be the greatest copper port in Queen Victoria's empire.
Fancy your shows?
Yeah, down there.
Add it, yeah.